It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, Spaceman. And they do enjoy a speed advantage. Up against them is Unbreakable. And they will have a power advantage here. You want knockouts? Up first is Spaceman from the United States of America. They are the SCI title holder, coming off a TKO win. They're coming up against the Unbreakable.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, wearing the orange trunks with red trim, the current SCI champion, Spaceman. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Wales, wearing the orange trunks, trimmed with orange, the current IBF champion, Unbreakable.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. That counter shot lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. He missed with that jab. There's a counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he scores with the counter. The champion is back for another defense. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Nice counter shot. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice counter. Well done. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry? Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Missing with the hook. Nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. A perfect counter lands. Nope, that hook won't. And make some space, man, for Spaceman. He's been dropped. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Even I...
1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight?
some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Just missed with that hook. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. I've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw. Get it started in round 3. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knock.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. And they're down, trying to make it up before 10 as the referee continues the count. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
I need to see that again.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Tried to score with a jab. Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. Did you see that? Whoa, wait a minute. What a shot. This next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Here we go in round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. Nice counter shot. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Well done with that counter shot. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Good counter punching. Just missed with that hook. And he scores with the counter. Nice exchange here from both men. is off the charts. They exchange punches. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
On to the fifth we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he...
Clearly that's not allowed. And at some point the corner needs to think about stepping in here. A much better game plan here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
They're entering the twilight years of their career now. How many fights do they have left in this? This fight has a real good flow to it. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Jab slightly off target. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
On to the sixth round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he scores with the counter. This fighter, one of the top 5 in the world, no doubt about it. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. The straight right just misses. The perfect counter lands. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Why would they try something that's obviously illegal? The only fear you have with this heavyweight is, has he punched himself out? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and
Here comes round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Why would they try something that's obviously illegal? Can they finish it? And they're down just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
He threw a punch and just got countered. This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. His stamina is off the charts. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
And we enter the 8th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
That right hook won't score. That counter shot lands. Oh, and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's a knockdown. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Not many people would have predicted. I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the one and only. First up, Spaceman from the United States of America. They are the SCI title holder. In their last fight,
This bout is...
you've heard of people dance. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Well, this won't sit well with their opponent. How about that time counter shot? The champion is back for another defense. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Stamina is off the charts. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. There's a counter shot. Will the referee stop it? Thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
And we may see a stoppage. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, my. That's a game changer. Deep, and he's been blown up like a powder keg. Down he goes. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Referee not going to be happy with that illegal move. That counter shot lands. Punch, counter punch. There's a counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And now going for the powder keg goes down. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
That's lights out right there.
It's not over till it's over. On to the third. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Clearly, that's not allowed. You know, they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. An illegal move there. That right uppercut misses. Nice counter. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. A perfect counter shot. They exchange punches. Caught him with a heavy punch. Good counter punch. Lucky that hook didn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What heart, what desire. What are they thinking? That's clearly illegal. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. And there's the bell to start round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. That counter punch caught him clean. Why would they try something that's obviously illegal? Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Stumbling around, and Powder Keg goes to the canvas. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
I've got to see that again.
So it's onward and upward after a... What a crisp, cool evening. We are live outside at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. And watching up first is Spaceman from the...
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
Lots of hype as they... We're expecting an all-out offensive display. That counter punch caught him clean. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Is he going to punch himself out, though? That jab misses. Good counter punching. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Punch, counter punch. Everybody's got their eye on the champion. You have to defend. That is illegal. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. So much for defensive ability. Outer keg goes down. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So it's down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
There's the bell for round two. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! So much for defensive abilities. He's been blown up like a powder keg. Down he goes. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. One, two, three, four, five, six. You're okay.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Good, look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
That hook doesn't score. His stamina is off the charts. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response.
Let's get it started in round 3. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Nice counter shot. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is, has he punched himself out? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Good counter punching. And that hook misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know what? I've been in five.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. There's a counter shot. And they'll wave it off now. It's a knockout win over Spaceman. Let's see that again.
A shot.
Are you okay?